Now come on the circle here. We do that here on the circle line, the open circle line. I want you to do that canter. Where in the hell is your right leg? It's way ahead of you. That means you're pulling on the reins in that moment. Put your leg under you. Put your leg under you. There you go. Now go out. That's the idea. You can do that little bouncy canter with just an outside leg. If your inner leg is there, you're using reins mainly to collect. Understand? Now go straight ahead again. And then this time, from that little bouncy little half pass right, at the end, we do a half pirouette, okay? Just bouncy. Yes. That is hard work, and what that does is, it also creates, the horses have to become strong and develop stamina to hold that. Yes, and go out. Nice and bouncy. Now leg here to the left, from the right leg, go away from the wall. In a little bouncy canter, bouncy. Good. Bouncy. Small, bouncy. Good job. Good. Go up the quarter line. Bouncy. Yeah, beautiful. Tickle, tickle, but bouncy and at the one go to the wall. And at the end, you do a pirouette toward to the rail. Bouncy. Keep your inner leg where it is. Don't be closer so she can turn. It's just a bouncy little canter, make a right turn. Sitting, bouncy. Turn right, bouncy, bouncy, and go out. That's the girl. And prepare to walk after that. That was riding and preparing for good pirouettes. Understand? Yes? Did you feel that, Paula?
Totally. So I always thought that I had the shoulders and then the haunches coming. And I don't know where I got that, but...
The shoulder has to be in the leading position. But you don't do one shoulder, then the haunches, and then the shoulder, and then the haunches, then the shoulder, and then the haunches. No. The whole horse goes as a unit forward and sideways. In a canter specifically, because in the canter, the half-pass mode of your canter is during air time. Well, if you let the forehand go, the haunches end up there, or you catch the haunches and the shoulder goes over there, now it doesn't work.
I did a lot of that.
Yeah. Bad. But you see, this is experience, yeah, and expertise and getting the right idea, because what we're doing here is we're putting the horse in a place of being successful. If she's not in the right spot, how can she be successful doing what you think you want? The horses will, most of the time, 99% do what the riders say. And if the horses don't do it quite well, it is not because the horses don't want to do it well, it's because the rider doesn't do a good enough job. Plain simple. Okay, now we do the same work to the other direction, yeah? I have a trailer, by the way, in the back, so the mare can go in there. I have a trailer parked outside the barn. Yeah, it's open. You can load her up and be done. Can you feel that? I'm not picky at all, I'll just take her. I want to just take her off your hand. Just think about it. Quality of the horse is also quality of the rider. So the rider has to put the horse in a good place. And you train it. You feel it. You create it. And then you make it hers. That's it. Very good. You see, this is already, again, a nice canter, yeah? You want to know that canter can be yours. The hut spin, the horse comes off the ground, it goes to the bit, and you feel her under you. Try to make sure that your legs are always a little bit there, teasing her a tad into that bit. If your legs are too far forward, then really in a certain way, yes, you're pushing a little forward with your seat, but your leg has to lift that horse. So your leg lifts the horse a little and lifts it to your working seat. And the reins then regulate it, help the horse, position a little, you know. So that is how it goes. That's it. Very nice. Can you go forward and come back to that canter? Very nice. And now you say, okay, we come back to that canter. And then we do that little baby half pass again to the left. And you want to keep the same canter. You want to see that the horse becomes bouncy in a smallish way. Bouncy, the whole horse. Go straight. You see there you have the haunches go first, and the shoulder got a little left behind. Just like the shoulder went first on the other side, the haunches got left behind. So you'd have to think now, make sure that the shoulder comes a fraction ahead of you, but then the whole horse starts moving. Little shoulder leading, now do the half pass. That's the way to do it. Excellent. That's it. You position the horse first, but then the whole horse half passes. That was very well done. You understand? So your preparation, your shoulder has to come that fraction in advance, then you do the half pass. Now you sit and you half pass the whole horse in one unit. Perfect. Watch it, your haunches are leading and your horse kicking slow. We do that once again. I want you to know that you go into it with that shoulder fore and that you end in it with a little shoulder fore. But the horse stays the same. Every stride is the same. And now you come half pass. Keep it. Go on. Go on. Yeah, go on. And now you go straight. You don't half pass anymore. Much better. You feel it? Yes. Good job. Now again, think of your canter. On the big collection, little tiny babyish half pass, and then you make a turn at the end. Shoulder fore, in that small cantering, just feel yourself turning the shoulder, sit. And canter. And now you do a half pirouette at the end of that long side. And again, think of the quality of your canter and the quality of your turn. The shoulder turns around, bouncy hind legs. And go out, you didn't bend at all left, and you left the shoulder to the left, to the right. Stay away from the fence. And then go on the quarter line on the other side. When you do with your pirouette, always go out on the parallel line where you ended up. Don't just turn it back to the rail in an awkward fashion. That's not the quarter line. Now you're on the quarter line. Now do a little shoulder fore on that quarter line. And every step you take in the pirouette is a fraction of a quarter shoulder fore position. Now you do shoulder fore position.
Oops, sorry.
Take it, counter. It's beautiful. Keep going straight. Stay straight. Did you hear that? That was my German voice. Stay straight ahead. Don't do anything. And the next long side, do your baby half pass again like we did before and keep that quickness of your step. Shorten the canter a little bit. Otherwise she's not able to do it. Sit down and don't lean in. Now canter smallish. Half pass now. Canter. Now you keep that in mind. Now keep your left flexion bendable, and now you turn, small steps, canter, small steps, canter, small steps, canter, and go out. Straight. Thank you. Keep the rein on either side. And you do it again at the end of this line. Keep your right rein down. Keep your left leg working. Canter a little quickening, quickening, quickening. That's the girl. Okay.